In this video, we're going to cover trading scenarios in DCRDEX, which to most will seem pretty obvious, but for those who've not used the platform before, it will be comforting to know that these options are available and with ease. The 4 scenarios we'll cover include buying or selling more than one lot, for example 80, 120, 160 DCR, etc. Placing multiple trades at different price points, buying Decred DCR, and finally placing buy and sell orders at the same time. So the first trading scenario is you can actually put on more than one lot. So take for instance, we've got 80 DCR in our wallet here. So I can sell DCR. So remember again, I'm going to do it as a limit order. You can do it as a market order, but I'm going to do it as a limit order. I can sell DCR and then I can enter 2 lots here, which will of course equal 80. So remember, you do have to do it in lots. Currently each lot is 40 DCR, and then I can choose my price. So let's go something down here, about here somewhere. So we've got 0.001255. We are selling 2 lots of DCR, or 80 DCR, and the total will be 0.1004 BTC. So if we're happy with that, and we can see our line is going to populate it here, so we're miles away from the spread, so it's unlikely this is going to take, but I just want to show you that you can actually put on multiple trades or multiple lots at once. So we click on the place order, enter our password, and then once we're happy, we just say sell DCR. Now after a few seconds, it will populate the order books, and we can see that our order has now been populated here. We've got this nice little 2 mark next to it, showing us that there's multiple orders there. We can also see that it's entered into the order book, so we've got a limit. We're selling, it's 24 seconds old. The rate is 0.001255. We're selling 80 DCR. Nothing's been filled. Nothing's been settled, but it is on the books, and we can also get a visual representation that's on the books from this arrow. So that's scenario 1. Now I do need to leave this in there for a few more seconds, and then I will cancel the order and I'll show you scenario 2. Okay, so let's cancel that order. So let's just press this X button, enter our password again, and in a few seconds that will cancel. Remember, it does take just about 3 or 4 seconds for the epoch to kind of pass to allow it to be removed from the books. Okay, so now it's cancelled, and our arrow has been taken away from here. So scenario 2, you can have multiple trades. So let's do this one again. Let's put on a trade a little bit closer to the spread, not too close. Let's put the first trade here. So this time we're just going to sell 1 lot. So the first trade is going to go in, so we get a limit order. We're going to sell DCR, and we're going to sell it for 0.0012, and we'll just get rid of that one at the end. So it's going to place it in the order books here, still quite away from the margin or the spread. We're selling 40 DCR, and the return we'll get is 0.048. So we can place this order, so let's do that now. Another thing I like to do, and I should get more in the habit of doing, is actually checking that all of this makes sense to me and that I'm happy. So for instance, the price that I'm selling, the amount that I'm selling, and then the total in BTC and the value that I'll get back. You can change these parameters if you want to. I tend to just leave them as they are for now. They do work fairly well for me. So once you're happy, you can just press the sell order, and you'll notice that the first trade will go on. Now we'll just wait just a couple of seconds for this trade to actually appear. So it's now on the books. You see it's growing. This dotted line tells us that there's more orders on their way, and you can see that our order is now in the books. It hasn't been filled, and now the arrow shows us that that order is actually there. So let's put another order in. So we've got our order currently at this position here. So let's place one back a little further. Let's place it on this line here, or something in between. Just wait for those to update. There was a bit of action there, so we just wait for that to update. So I'm going to put an order in here. So you can see my dotted lines where it's going to be placed. I've got this one already on the books. I'm going to sell another 1 lot of DCR. If I'm happy, I place the order. So enter my password again, and then just check it to make sure you're happy that everything's correct, and then press the sell button. Once again, just wait a few seconds just for the order to enter. So you can see it's in the APAC status. Now it's gone, epoch, sorry. Now it's gone into the book. So we're in the books. We're just waiting for it to populate. And now you can see we've got 2 arrows up. So we've got 2 trades happening. And that's absolutely fine. And if you kind of bring this area up just by scrolling down, you can actually see the orders that you've got on this particular marketplace. If you wanted to add more orders to another one, you can also do that. But as I haven't got an LTC wallet set up yet, I'm just going to stick with this marketplace, keep it as simple as possible. So that was scenario 2. Making sure that we can actually have multiple trades. Now remember, you can actually have as many trades as you want, and a lot of people do this where they kind of spread their trades out. If they want the price to walk in a certain way, they can actually kind of manipulate it that way. It's quite interesting the way that happens. So I'm going to cancel these 2 trades, and then the next scenario I'm going to show you how to put on a trade from both sides, so you can have a DCR trade and a BTC trade happening at the same time. So just like before, then we can do a limit order or a market order. If we stick with the limit order for now, we can buy DCR or we can sell. So far we've seen all of the sell side. Let's actually go and buy some DCR now, or at least kind of place an order. So the same reasoning applies. You have to put your lot number in, and then you have to choose your price. So let's choose something back here a little bit. So we're going to try and place an order for 0.00115. So we've got 40 DCR that we're trying to buy, and we're going to use 0.046 of our BTC pot to actually buy them. So if we're happy, make sure the green line is on the right side. We're going to place this, enter our password again, just check the details just to make sure that we're happy with the amount that we're going to be spending, and then buy DCR. So no matter whether you're buying DCR or you're selling, the same principles apply. You still have that epoch time for it to be entered into the books. And then down below here we have our order. So it's a limit order, this time to buy DCR. It's been in the pool for 18 seconds. The rate that we're buying for is 0.00115. Quantity that we're buying is 40. Nothing's been filled yet. Nothing's settled, but it is in the books. And once again, we do get the confirmation here. And once again, the same rules apply. If I want to cancel this order, I can. However, scenario 4 is we're going to add an order on both sides of the trade, just to show you that it can be done. And remember, you can also add multiple orders on both sides of the trade as well. So you can have points all the way through, however you want on both sides of the trade. So this time we're going to sell DCR. So here's our DCR. We've got 41. We're doing a limit order. We're going to hit the sell button, and then we're going to recalculate our price. So the amount we're going to sell it for this time is going to be something like this price here. We've got one lot, so we've got 40 DCR, so we can afford one lot. It's going to cost, or we're going to get back 0.04748. If you're happy, make sure the red line's in the right place. This is where it's going to place itself. You can then place that order. So enter your password again, and just check to make sure everything looks okay and that you're happy. So make sure you're happy with the price that you're selling DCR for, the amount you're selling it for, and the total you'll get back, and the amount that it will be worth. So let's place that order. And same rules apply. If you scroll down, you should be able to see both of your trades. So you can see now we have a sell order and a buy order. Our buy order is now 2 minutes old, hasn't been filled, and our sell order is 13 seconds old. And once it's got past its epoch time, it will show itself in the order books. Okay, so you can actually see where that is in the order books. And once again, if you want to add more trades to either side of this, so buying DCR or selling DCR, you can absolutely do that. Hopefully that's demonstrated the full flexibility of DCRDEX and the trading possibilities. In the next video, we'll look at using DCRDEX with fiat on and off ramps. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to show your support, don't forget to give it a like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you next time.